That end-of-year feeling, and that's on the front page of Libération this morning, which is screaming out, look at this, 2011, and its headline is L'année de tous les indignés, the year of all the indignant ones. It's a very clumsy expression that we haven't worked out quite how to translate it. And there on the front page is saying what we've seen in 2011 is the Arab revolts, of course, but also the Occupy Wall Street campaign and mass protests across Europe against austerity measures, and the paper's arguing 2011 took place on the streets. Now, that same paper is looking at some of the vocabulary that's popped up this year in 2011, and of course, surprise, surprise, it chooses tweet for part of the Twitter revolution. You can see some of the words there, tweet. Another word on that page, Fukushima, and also dégage, dégage, which is French for out, out, out. That's the message protesters have been giving to leaders in dozens of countries in street demonstrations, Lorna.
Starting, of course, in Tunisia, I remember seeing lots of signs and shouting of that word dégage before as well. And also in the papers of this morning, Libération's got two front pages, hasn't it? Because it's looking at the return of US troops from Iraq as well.
It is indeed. It's got a headline about that. It's talking about the withdrawal, which has began 10 days ago, but which the last parts of it are going on now. The last troops will be home this weekend, and it's leading, and it's a double page, home, spleen, home. Spleen means melancholy, and the report is about the blues certain soldiers are experiencing, and you can see that headline there, home, spleen, home. We were kind of wondering what that could mean specifically, because it's an English word, but actually it's one that's used quite often in France, and so that's the blues. The paper spoke to one guy, Jack, 26 years of age. He's back in Fayetteville in North Carolina, and he says he can't talk about his experiences because people are hostile. They feel the war was waged for the wrong reasons. He tells the paper no one cares about Iraq. They want to talk about something else.
Okay, well, also in the papers this morning, the 10th anniversary of the Euro, and it's quite a sombre anniversary, perhaps. Not a great time to be celebrating.
Yes, I've got here the front page of La Croix, and you can see the Euro côté pile, Euro côté face, and that's heads or tails, pile, face, heads and tails, so the two sides of the coin. And of course, the 10th anniversary, is there going to be another anniversary after this one? Because the rumours about what could happen to the euro are rife. Now, the editorial in La Croix is saying that at the outset, the currency had a great start. It was introduced without a hitch. And the problem now on the 10th anniversary stems from a lack of coordination of economic policies between Eurozone states. And that editorial there is saying, well, the Germans are refusing to pay, and that is no surprise. Why would they want to pay for what the paper calls the bad students in the class?
Now, we have got some good news as well after some rather depressing stuff earlier on. French end-of-year parties are going down a storm here.
They are indeed. That's the front page of Le Parisien, which I can show you here, and you've got a festive feel on the front page. There you can see Les pots en entreprise ne connaissent pas la crise. So that means the end-of-year parties not experiencing any of this economic crisis, and the argument is that just because of that, people are drowning their sorrows in a way. Now, it says that 9 out of 10 French workers will have gone or will go to end-of-year parties. Of course, in the coming days after the 1st January, there's the galette des rois, the cake and champagne as well. Many people can go back to work. So it's definitely party time here. And that's the angle in the paper. It's saying, well, there's less alcohol now in these parties, and that's good news. But employers should be warned that if there is a case where workers go off the rails, then the companies will be liable. The law is not kind to this. There you can see, en France, la loi ne plaisante pas. The law does not joke about these office parties, so they have to keep an eye on that. Make sure we don't go off the rails, Lorna.
Oh dear, yes, we'll have to be careful here at France 24. We've had our party before Christmas, so hopefully we'll all stay nice and well behaved. Thank you very much indeed, Nicholas, for that look at today's French newspapers. Well, there's lots more coming up for you here on Live from Paris, including a look at why David Cameron's no to Europe's treaty changes has won him a yes from many British voters. All the details from our correspondent in London, Bénédicte Pavio, coming up after the break in Focus.